Okay, this is going to be a quick video here to show you the WITS Consent and Referral module. We're in the Idaho Mental Health System here, and I'm going to grab a client off the client list. This is Pebbles Flintstone, and we're going to take the scenario that Pebbles has received services here, but we just realized as the provider that she needs to have services somewhere else. Also, you can either completely refer the client away from your agency and close the episode here, or you can continue treating Pebbles here and also have them in a parallel episode of care in another provider agency, which is what we're going to do here. So we can see her activity list so far. We're going to go here on the left-hand side and take a look at the consent screen. So she's already gotten one consent signed over to Bob's Counseling. Again, this is all test data, but we're going to add a new client consent record. Okay, I'm going to say let's send this person to the contractor. This is going to be a contractor provider of ours. We're going to say the purpose for this disclosure is a test. The consent date can be today. It's 12/12. That's this statement here is real important. Has the client signed the paper agreement form? We're going to leave that on no for now, and I'll show you why in a second. And then we have to decide what data that Pebbles has had in her episode of care do we actually want to share over to this contractor provider, right? So in this case, let's take, we'll just grab a couple randomly. We'll do the gain eye summary, and we will make sure that that consent expires upon discharge plus 90 days is pretty typical. We can also link that expiration to other events, the criminal justice conditions, the date it was actually signed, plus a couple of days. Lots of ways to expire this consent. We'll also share the admission data upon discharge plus 90 as well. And might as well send, I don't think she has any drug test results, but we can do encounter details, which is important because then this agency gets to see all of the actual services that were delivered here in this agency. So let's do the same thing here, upon discharge plus 90. Okay, so that's all the data we're going to share. I'm going to save this. Okay, so I've saved the consent. Still, this is listed as no, and the reason we want to do that is because now I want to print this actual consent form out. Okay, and that's going to open up another window. Okay, this window is a PDF form which is customized for this specific instance that we need to do a consent and referral. So it says, I, Pebbles Flintstone, authorize the mental health provider, that's where I am now, to disclose to the contractor the following information. And here's all the stuff I just selected. Right, so the admission, encounter detail, gain eye summary tells you when the consent expires. And this is all the legalese that shows that this has been approved by the Legal Action Center. It's 42 CFR Part 2 compliant. And as well as that, it's 45 CFR compliant for criminal justice agencies. So we need the signature of the client, and then we need a witness, and we need that dated. If it's a child, then we need the parent and guardian also. So that's the PDF form. You print this out, you get the client to sign the consent, and then you come back here and you flip this to yes. So now we say that we have gotten this signature. This becomes read-only. I can't make any more changes because they've consented to this exact set of data to be shared. I say finish. Well, now I've got an actual consent on file. So let's go back into there. Now I want to actually create a referral using this consent. Okay, so now I'm actually pushing the data over to the other agency. Okay, why is it? Well, we don't have the service that she needs. Is the consent required? Yes. Is the consent verified? Yes. Should we continue this episode of care here in our agency? Yes, let's do that. We'll have her enrolled in this program, the mental health outpatient program. All my yellow fields are required, and I'm going to say which facility over at the contractor agency I want to send her to. Also which program, which in this case I don't have one set up over there. But basically now, once I hit save and finish, I could log into the contractor's facility and see that Pebbles has been referred in. All that data is going to be electronically shared over to my agency, and I can see what's been taking place here in this episode of care within the mental health provider. So it's a very airtight, secure way of maintaining client privacy.